for the enemy to come hear you. Come near you. Have you ever studied to know that the God men worship is always produced by other men? That is why God cannot be worshipped by men, except he is produced by a man or he is called by the name of a man. Don't kneel down before any God that a man didn't produce or is not called by a man. In the days of Abraham, I'm already on it. There is a generation of nations that produce gods. Now, in the days of Abraham, he was called God of Abraham. But in the days of Jesus, he became a man. He became a man. That is progressive. He became son of God. He became somebody. God became a man. In Abraham, he didn't become a man. But a man was trying to introduce him, point to him. But he was different from that man. In Jesus, he was son. Son is not fullness yet. He will come back on earth as God himself. Can I get mantle? This man, get mantle for me. Come and pray. I'm not taking mantle for you. Now, it doesn't come into the mind of a church person that it is men that make effort to produce God. No, it doesn't. They ascribe that to God. They don't know it is effort of men. Effort of men that can see what they can't see. I say effort of men that can see. That is why in the book of Revelation chapter 5, he said he is the lion of the tribe of Judah. Lion of the tribe of Judah, not the name of God. That means that lion was produced by Judah. That lion came from Judah. And that lion that came from Judah is God. The God from the man, Judah. Don't joke with something that makes you peculiar. Everybody cannot understand at the same time. Root of David. Why were they putting man in it? Why did they put man in it? Why did they keep putting man in it? When he went to Moses in chapter 6 of Deuteronomy, he said, when Abraham met me, he was almighty to me. But to you, Moses, you shall know me as Jehovah. And then suddenly, we want to serve God that is not part of us. I need to tell you, I said, why the Yorubas has gone far in life is that the Yorubas serve the God they produce. When Kumuyi became deeper life ahead, the throng around him, deeper life ruled the world. When Redeem came, they did something. Living faith, they did something. Even Cherubim and Seraphim. Excuse me, the governor, I don't know, governor of Osun State or one of the states, is not the Cherubim and Seraphim man. Huh? What? Osun State. If an Igbo man is a governor, will he go to church barefooted? and be dancing. Empty brain. He will see himself as omnipotent. Why didn't he go to Anglican? Why didn't he join Catholic? He went to a church that his brother founded. That was founded by his brothers. The God that have the Yoruba voice. The God that have Yoruba voice. And then now they are selling those things to Europeans. Anything that comes to us, we destroy it and then import Roman Catholic. Import Anglican because we're slaves. If you see where an Igbo man is defending Catholic, Onyara, what sense? If what pleases them is what comes from outside, they will never be free from slavery. I say, if what pleases them. You know, in the estate where I live in Lagos, they have children and staff in there. You will see young, very young, beautiful girls, young men. Rain will fall like this. They will put their white down, put their beautiful cap, barefooted. They're going to church. They don't care about you. I give you advice. Don't share what you have with a waster. A waster is always a waster. If you don't hear me, you will regret. Don't share what you have with a waster. Now, to progress that sharing, did they not progress their lives? Maybe you didn't hear what I said. Huh? They progressed gradually. It is only something that is controlled by vision that can be progressed. How do you progress confusion? Auntie, I think what consists they are not with their life. I don't think that what consists it. Huh? Do you think they have their life? I don't think that somebody who have reasonable life can be an idiot. Is it possible? Huh? Don't you think that is their life they lost? Huh? So what is taking their life? I'm asking somebody. I said, what is taking their life that made them reason that way? Even when with their eyes open, they see things that has prospered. They can still emulate it. Huh? Doctor, why are you smiling? Yes. There is.
That the fathers, they were somehow senseless, and so
senseless.
They don't have any value. When you were saying that yesterday, the first thing that came to my mind was the encroachment of Awolowo from Yoruba land to this land to pressure you to bring local assembly to Yoruba land.
Yes.
If our fathers are anything,
yes,
I don't think that man would have had the opportunity of
meeting me,
crossing them to come to you. That visit alone was a proof that our fathers are nothing. If he can have that boldness to come and try to take what erupted here to Yoruba land, that was a way of saying that we don't have any people as fathers. And we know that every child is taken before he is born. So in the process of forging those souls in the firmament, I think most of them were brought under the baptism of what the fathers passed through. And because of the insistence in that firmament, changing becomes so difficult.
Just like we're here now, we are praying, the way this prayer is going on. You see people loitering around. They will go to their room 1 million times. They will go to, before I shut it on light, I've already watched him here. He just followed here, followed here. He went to the other side, and then from there, followed, and came here. And then, as I was looking at him, he followed and started going down again. Onyara. Niruma. Niruma. But what was he following? Your wife is not here. Your children is not here. What do you go to do? Stay here with us and I'm going to share something, because you see, the problem that the pastors are having is they are blessing dead men. You want to take value. You want to put value on something that doesn't have life. Look at chapter 6 of the book of Exodus. From verse 1. Then the Lord said unto Moses, now thou shalt see what I will do to Pharaoh.
For with a strong hand shall he let them go, and with a strong hand shall he drive them out of this land.
And then the Lord spake unto Moses,
and said unto him, I am the Lord. And I appeared unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob
by the name God Almighty.
But by my name Jehovah was I not known to them.
Now, that was God appearing to men progressively. To Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Almighty. They were pointing to Moses, Jehovah. Because as he progressed, it is the relationship of God with Moses as Jehovah that made him a God. You see, because when God takes a new face, he makes men different thing from the other generation. When God takes a new face. Now in chapter 10:30 now, he now said I and my Father are one, Jesus. In 14, he said, anybody who has seen me has seen Father. That is a progressive revelation of God. Now that progressive revelation of God in Jesus is different from the progressive revelation of God in 21, 3 and 4 of Revelation, where God now has progressed to be Lion of Judah, to crush death. But these things are possible because men invested their energy in a preservative way. So when they created God, they also created heaven for men. When they created heaven for men, they forced destiny on people. The Jews has forced destiny on us. We are serving a Jewish Messiah. And we are feeling nothing. I said we are serving. We are feeling nothing. We are happy about it because there is, our soul is full of vanity. We can't ask question. Can't a woman give birth to an Emmanuel? An African woman. How can he give birth? How can she give birth? Her soul is full of vanity. I said, her what? Is. Oh, don't you know it? Huh? How can she give birth? Can she even travel? Can she travel for a right reason? If you go to churches and you see testimony, do you hear testimonies that represent divinity of God? You hear people talking nonsense. The name of testimony. If you already meet God, how can an African girl be like Simeon, like Anna, who will lose her husband at 24 and then face something? Everybody want to be like other people, ordinary. You want to please your mother. Look at an old woman you want to please. You want to please somebody. You want to please people that doesn't know their left from their right. And at the end of the day, trying to please them, they will bring you to where they are. Because they are already senseless. How can you depart from something God showed you by favor? To please somebody who can't see what you see. And then God will show you that to progress the family. And then suddenly you forgot what you're seeing. And that thing you're seeing is the next level of the family. So gods cannot be produced except men pay attention progressively to revelations. Don't forget, I'm going to switch on to something now from this. Don't forget, your life is in what you use it to do. Your life. The Africans are as busy as the ancient Hebrews. The difference between them and the ancient Hebrews is that they use their life to do something that can't preserve them. Look at chapter 5 of Revelation. 5 and 6. Do you know what Jesus was fighting in the day he came? This is not preaching. That God does not come to the earth without a man. Then he said he's making himself equal to God. Why? How can God come? How can Christ function on earth without the man Jesus? How can spirit come to men? Just like I said in Lagos, how can judgment throne? How can God sit up on throne and be judging men? How possible is it? So they said that Revelation chapter 20 verse 11 is God on it. I said, which God? You saw that the great and small came there. You say it's God. How? If it is God that will judge it, it will not wait. It will not be in 20 of Revelation. He would have done it since. What is keeping it is that because of a man that can do it is not born. A worthy man is what they are waiting for. If it's God that will do it, he will not wait. He would have done it since. But if that place is a seat, if that place is, two things must happen. A man should see it. Number two, have ability to harvest the light that made it. And then number three, pay the price of the seat. These three things does not have anything to do with God. But some tribes, don't forget that the man should be produced through a progressive procession of a nation. Great men cannot produce until small men keep losing their life to produce great men. It's not God that pay. I don't know what I'm telling you something. I said, it's not God that pays. Excuse me. All this work you see that's going on everywhere here, the only thing I contribute is to transfer money. I said the only thing I contribute. Yes. He said, are you not from a club? Did I go with you? He said, I already know that what they need is money, not me, not me. So have you ever thought that you should take something you should do and do it and leave others? Now when you understand it, then there is a way you don't invest your life. When you understand it, there is a way you don't invest your life. But even that understanding itself reveals the value of a life. I said the understanding itself reveals the value of a life. Now, chapter 10:30 of the book of John Gospel. All right, or 5 first. 5 and 6.
And one of the elders said unto me,
Yes.
Weep not.
Weep not.
Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah,
The Lion of the tribe of Judah,
the root of David,
the root of David,
has prevailed to open the book
I prevailed to open the book
and to loosen the seals, the 7 seals thereof.
and to lose the 7 seals thereof.
And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of
Now,
the throne,
chapter 22, the last chapter of the Bible. Chapter 22, verse number 16. I, Jesus, sent my angel to testify to the churches.
these things and the churches are, am the root and the offspring of David, and the bright and morning star.
Why did Jesus in glory identify himself with a David who is a man? Yes, with a David. He even identified with a David that was not perfect. A David that took a man's wife and killed a man. I need to tell you something so that your brain can change. You see, because some of us, our understanding is preoccupied with vanity. Because of the things they taught us. The David we were talking about was not a perfect man. Yet God identified with him as a source. But my question to you is, in Hebrews chapter 11, where the testimony of men were written, was anybody's sin mentioned there? Was anybody's shortcoming mentioned there? It means there are some things that when you achieve it, some weaknesses must not be remembered around you. I said there are some things that when you achieve it, some weaknesses must not be remembered. And the weakness that you have as a big man does not erode the fact that you're already big. That is why you don't get small and be declaring yourself righteous before a big man. You're a man's driver. And when a man asks you to drive in somewhere, you start asking him a question. You must be mad. That means there are some things you can't take away from a man. I said you don't take away that. In 12 of the book of Numbers, what Miriam and Aaron were saying was true. They didn't like what Moses did, because Moses has married an African girl, and the Jew doesn't like Africans. He married an Ethiopian. Isn't that what the Bible said? He married what? An Ethiopian woman. And the Miriam and Aaron didn't like it. But they didn't know that the person they were talking about was already a god. As a God, he loved the person he loved. Loving an Ethiopian guy does not take away the fat. He's already a God. Satan came for that weakness. And then Michael came for the positive. When the positive is too much, you don't remember the weakness. But vision must be clear before a God can be produced. There is no man that's not a man on earth. That is why in 19 of Revelation, blood and water was left with Jesus. Even at death. No matter how holy and wonderful you are, you will have water and blood. If you deny it, you have mocked your humanity. What causes destruction is when there is too much water and blood and the positive is not ruling. And the positive rule through conversion. The positive. That's why when I came here and I have 2 songs. If I sing it, the song will be 6. I'll preach and sing, pray. Because I like value. I like what I kept, what I keep to represent me. I like keeping things. Because keeping things is the only way I can be preserved. It's a sign that I lived. I don't want to burn myself out. Am I saying something? He said, are there not gods unto whom the world came? Can I tell you something that will make you that will make you happy? Please listen. There are knowledge that God doesn't make available to certain tribes. Certain people. This knowledge I'm sharing is meant only for the Jews. That's the way you drag in the church. They call it heresy. Because they don't have a mental base to connect to it. And because it is precious, you can't share it with them. And if they don't know, they will pay for not knowing it. Excuse me. If a people produce a God for you, they produce a God you worship, the God you, then you owe them your life. Then you live for them. Just like the way we are living for the Jews. Somebody said his son is a Catholic. The other one, his son is a pastor. The other one is a reverend father. The other one is a bishop. He's a bishop in Anglican church. This is how something that came from the Jews, the land of the Jews, took over our land. And then we are living for it. Because we can't come to that place. And then we look at them as God. Why they are human beings like us. We feel inferior to them. When the other pope died, some people started saying, that they want African pope. I was looking at them. Look at an African man, they want to destroy Rome. Look at Africa. They want to be pope. Just like an Igbo man want to be Nigerian president. You want the elite class of Yoruba land to sit down for somebody who is not in charge of himself to be controlling them. You open Asurok to people who are mad. So that those who are okay will be watching them destroy the country. Why will somebody who destroyed his land not destroy a country? Is there any family? Is there any family around where the Igbos are not fighting? Are you not the one that told me? It's not a secret. Are you not the one that told me that your brother sold your land? Up in Lagos on Sunday before we came back. Because he wants peace. He still go and give the boy, but the boy get confused because Onyara. What he wants is, he wants him to come down from Lagos. Kanya Onyara. Kanya Onyara kwe utindisha de him. Let me ask you a question. Why is it difficult for the Igbos to know that they are not fine? And so that they can stop pushing Putobi? It's a question. You said? The Igbos cannot see themselves? Oh, the Igbos cannot see themselves? Huh?
Yeah. We cannot really interpret that, see ourselves. So to know our level, who we are.
What?
We cannot really see ourselves.
Yes.
To know our level. That's to know who we really are. So because we're taught.
So they can't know that they are not fine.
Yes.
Thank you. But is everything that we make them to know that they are not fine, is it not happening to them? That's what I'm asking. Huh? Huh? What they are trying to, what I saw in social media now is that Buhari divorced Aisha. And that is what Igbo bloggers are doing everywhere. Because they don't have sense. Excuse me, that a dead man divorces his wife, why will it be? Why will be an issue? Yeah? After the man has died. It's not only married people that can do it. Is there any multinational that is here, like Globacom? I'm asking you a question. Can an Igbo person raise a multinational company in the midst of his brothers, and then bring his brothers to that, so that they can team up as somebody to take over the world? Like the way Dangote is, Globacom is, the way Redeem is. That is why you don't play with somebody like Victor Mark. No, you don't joke with somebody like that. Victor Mark is a very Igbo person. It's only Victor Mark that can be that way he is, and he's with me. Some of the pastors are even thinking not to anoint them. You should not anoint them. An Igbo boy that is useful, control will be difficult. When he becomes significant, a boy from Yoruba land took living faith to Kenya and built on the throne that's like Kenya land, and it's under living faith. One small talent, they forget their root. Saved. Ngozi sent me text in the morning around 4. Huh? Beautiful girl is that girl. You and her. She told me she want to buy a land here. She want to have her. They want to have land, build a building for camp. These are girls where they can stay because they are not Igbos. Igbo boys started leaving me from 98 to go outside. The moment they cross, they forget me. Boys and girls. What an evil people. What a shame. What a selfish tribe. Have I come down? So who are they? You forgot your father, you want to be great? During that bad day, as early as possible, Kate, the sister of Esther, she has sent me money. And then called me. So I said, Kate, you sent me money? She said, yes. She said, I have been keeping it. I know that today will come. For your dad, I will never have two sources. Because they get it from Edo State. Something that we should join together to do. Should join together. They keep on breaking it. Kept talking stories about it. Frustrating it. When they break out, they go to pit. When they are there, the angel is supporting them. So their head will blow up. Because something is telling them, go back to pit. And then people like that, you want to bring them to honor. Excuse me, do you know what will happen to Nigeria if he was gathered at Aso Rock? Hi. Nigerians will not try. If they want this country to be together, they should not try to bring an Igbo man to Aso Rock. At least not now. They should develop their land. They should project something to Nigeria. They should give Nigeria a gift. Southeast should produce one apostolic church. One. That is the genius in Enugu. One running church from Owerri should come out of Owerri and take over the world. They should do it. They should forget Aso Rock first and do it. Is it not priests that ordain kings? So who is supporting Peter spiritually? A dead Reverend Father. Those ones that goes up and down. Something that is dead, you want to give it life. How? You know the way I am. The way they don't really respect me, they fear me. There's a difference between respect and fear. They don't respect me, they fear me. Respect is that this man is designed to be respected, whether he's weak, whether he's weak or strong, you should respect him. Whether he's weak, whether you know his weakness or you don't know his weakness, you should do what? Now they don't respect me. They fear me because they know I will bring hell at the center of their skull. So when they see me, they tremble. That is not respect. They tremble for what I will do to them. What about if I don't have capacity to do it to them? Can't I still be respected? And you know that my angel is impatient. One small thing in the afternoon, the pain will be too much in the night. I said the what? The pain will be too much for them in the night. Not even only pain. The angel will start scattering them. They will, excuse me, it's not dream, it's obvious. Somebody's going through something and you know the source of what you're going through. They will make you to understand that this is what you did and that's why they are punishing you. They don't make you gaze. And why will it be that way? If we cannot produce value, then we'll be slaves. Somebody came to a church that is supposed to be part of building. He scattered the church and went and joined at the back of Redeem. Huh? He came to join at the back of Living Faith. No. The person that has fault is Christian. A eunuch has fault. But a married man like Oyedebo is perfect. Shameful you. You don't have brain. A man that is using the altar of the church to trade with him and his children is perfect. But a eunuch that gave you everything is a person that is a fault, so you can still leave me and go and join behind a married man that is doing business with the altar of God. Because you don't have sense. My question is that when am I coming down? That's my question. I say when am I coming down? I told them in Lagos, I said, if you remove what I have from Lucas Army, you will not exist. All your landed property from Kano, they are with me. All. There's something I need to teach you now, today. I need to teach you that today. If you want to know the value of something, you should know the value of something from what it took to produce it. Before you neglect it, think of a church that took the life of a eunuch for 60 years. Think how that church can be replaced. Think when the land is getting another eunuch. Another eunuch that can give everything. The gate who is there now, I just transfer money to him for rod. He told me he will go next tomorrow again for me to buy another rod. But meanwhile, tomorrow, I should give engineer money. And I'm leading in prayer. And I'm teaching mystery. And then sometimes somebody said, why are we talking about it? We can't stop. We cannot stop talking about it. That is why there is a feeling you will have when this meeting ends around 6:30 and you go to your, there's a feeling you will have. You will slap yourself when you're alone. There's a thought that will come to your heart, you will know you're a devil. That when your heart generates that thought, that rebellion, you will know that there's no future in it. Don't allow your preacher to tell you when it comes into your heart and you're alone. Just know it in your heart there that you will not go anywhere with that thought in your heart. We keep on serving. Excuse me. You need to know. You need to see how Igbos go to Yorubas to behave like angels. They say, man of God. Man of God. If it's their brother, they will tongue lash them until they die. And do you know why they go to those church that is made up? They hate God. They can't build altar. This altar you see here, building it takes a lot of makes demand on them, both their time, fasting and prayer, giving money, giving money, giving their life, praying, changing a pattern of life, getting devoted. Now, because they don't want that, they will go to where an altar is already built and stay at the back so that they can go when they want to go, so that they can come to church when they want to come to church. Because it's difficult for them to even leave Catholic. They're ashamed. So they go and do morning mass in Catholic and come to Lucas Army late with their big ugly head. Me, I'm chasing that because I'm not going to be a slave. Wait. Filling your heaven. Fill your heaven with the light of God. Filling your heaven with the light of God. Every light that God have ever used to achieve something great for men was put in heaven by men. Every light. Please, for those of us who like prophetic ministry, the capital job of his year is to feed the heaven of God with light. That's what is called revelation. Because a prophet is somebody whose part of his life is overwhelmed with the light of God. So he speaks from that light. So if you look at Isaiah from chapter 1 to 66, a lot of part of that scripture spoke about the light of Jesus. Light, light, light. So is Ezekiel. So is Moses. When you hear law and prophet, law and prophet, he's talking about light of Moses and the light of all the prophets that God gathered together and formed the spirit of Christ. Because those lights formed the spirit of Christ. Those who produced that light was recognized by Christ. So the Old Testament progressed in the new, and it didn't destroy the new, didn't destroy the old, because the life of the new is in the foundation of the old.